Hey, how's it going, guys? Kid Prepper. So it's almost Christmas, and today I'm going to show you guys how to make a cheap, simple little survival tin that you can have for yourself to keep in your pocket for survival, or you can make it like a present and wrap it up and give it to someone for Christmas, for their birthday, or just you want to give them a present. So let's check out what I keep inside. So all the stuff that I have in here you can get from different stores. Like, I'm not sure exactly which ones of each thing because I got it like just different things and I just like put them all together. But most of the stuff's pretty simple. You can probably find at a grocery store or at like a dollar store or a 99-cent store or just like different stores. So let's check out what I got inside. Okay guys, so here it is. So I haven't done any modifications to the outside except for I put some rubber bands to keep it nice and closed and so it wouldn't open. And I put this little piece of paracord here, just so if I need it real quick, I can just pull it out. So let's open it up. So this is just one of the larger cans of the Altoids. They have the smaller ones, but the bigger ones you can fit more stuff, obviously. So let's check out what's inside. So when you first open it, the only things I did is I put some electrical tape along the edges to keep it like sealed a bit better, and that's all I did with that. So when I first open it on the lid, I put two little razors under here with electrical tape on top so that they would stay in there and I wouldn't cut my fingers when I'm trying to get stuff. And then over here, I put like about 6 matches with electrical tape on them so they're waterproof while they're in there. And the striker is somewhere in here. So let's see what we got. So the first thing I got is some money. Money always comes in handy. This tin isn't just to go into the wilderness to survive. It's also for if like I'm out and about in town or just like there's a store and I want to pick up a snack. I like to have some money. So this is Costa Rican money. One of these is about $4, so $8. Got about $8. Next, I have some Advil. These are just ibuprofen pretty much, and if you have sometimes I get headaches. If I have a headache or something, I can take 1 or 2 of these and that'll usually help. Or if I just have like a pain or something, or if a friend has something and they need something to like take the pain away, got some of these. I have a few more somewhere in there. Next, I have some fishing wire. This wire, I don't have fishing wire just for fishing, but I can also use this to tie up, like if I needed to, a little shelter, or of course for fishing, or to whatever I need it for. It's cordage, so tons of uses. I have about a few meters of that in there. Next, I have a little survival whistle. This whistle actually came with a survival knife, but I took it off and put it in here because, I don't know, this is where I wanted to put it. Little whistle helps a lot so you don't have to scream if you're trying to like call for help or you see someone but they can't like hear you because you're screaming or whatever you need it for. Good to have. Whistle. Next, little pencil. I sharpened it on both sides so that if one side broke, I have the other side, and so it doesn't take up that much space. I don't have any eraser, but I guess I just have to not make mistakes if I write something down. Little pencil. Next, I have a Bic lighter, of course, for starting a fire. That's the main reason, because fire is pretty important if you're surviving. It's really hard to survive without fire. So I just got a normal lighter. Next, I have here about 6 fishing hooks that I would use with the fishing wire, and then I could use like whatever, like a little piece of a worm if I found one, or something if I needed to fish. So, got some fishing hooks, good to have. This is about a few feet of duct tape wrapped around itself, a few times, and so I could use this for fixing up like a tarp or clothing, or if I have like a cut or something, I can put a piece of this on. And until I can get to somewhere where I can get like some better medical stuff, but this would do the job. Here I have some butterfly band-aids. So all a butterfly band-aid is, if you don't know, it's basically like getting a stitch, just that it's a band-aid. So it's obviously not as good as us getting stitches, but it works if you need one that right then and there, and they're really easy. It's like putting a band-aid on, just that it works like a stitch. If you get like a slice, use that. Here's a sandwich bag. Use this for collecting water or putting my tin inside of to make it waterproof. Plastic bag. Next, I have 2 little scissors and a saw that I got that broke from I had a little multi-tool and it broke, so I put these 2 things in here. Little saw, little scissors. Scissors come in handy a lot more than you think. Next, I took the out the inside of a dental floss roll, and I took it out and put it right here. Next, I have some tin foil. So tin foil has lots of uses, as you may know, but if you don't know, you can use this to make a cup. You can use it to, mainly I put this in here to boil water. I just folded it up so I could unfold this, but I'm not going to because it's pretty self-explanatory. Use this for making a dry platform to start a fire. Use it for signaling, different stuff. Lots of uses. Put that aside. Here's the little striking pad for the matches, which are right there. Striking pad. Here's a little knife. There is this other kind of knife, but I don't have it, and it's this one that like fits in here, and it's like a bit bigger. And I would like to get one of those, but I don't have one yet, so for now I just had to put this little one that I have. It'll do the job. It's got a little handle. I can make little feather sticks or cut little wood up, or if I need to cut some string or whatever. Or I could just use a scissors, but good to have a knife. One of the most important things in survival. Decent knife. Here's some more Advil. Like I said earlier, for it's ibuprofen for if you have some pain or headache or whatever. Good to have some of this. Next, I put some alcohol prep pads. You can use these to clean your hands or to clean a cut before you put a Band-Aid on. Here I have a coffee filter. It isn't for coffee, of course, but I use this for filtering water before I would boil it to get like, if there was like some dirt in the water, then I would filter it through this, and then I would boil it to clean the other bacteria and stuff out. Here I got 3 little Band-Aids if I get a little cut. Good to have some Band-Aids. Here I've got a compass. A little mini compass. And at the bottom, I have 2 little sheets of paper that I cut out of a piece of paper to write on. These aren't the write in the rain that you can write stuff in. They can get soaking wet and they still work and it won't erase it and just destroy it. But I can leave a note, or if I need to write something down to remember it. And there's a few more of those butterfly Band-Aids in there. So that's everything that I have inside of my tin. Of course, you can put other stuff, like I would suggest having a little flashlight. I don't have any teeny little ones that wouldn't take up that much space and I could put in here, but I suggest you could put a flashlight. You can also put stuff like, you could put some cotton for starting a fire. You could have a little flint and use your knife to make a spark, but I don't have a little flint. I only have a larger flint, and that doesn't, so flint and steel, and it's too big. It wouldn't fit in here. You could have some other stuff, like you could have quarters or whatever. This is more like just like urban and also like wilderness survival things. So it has stuff for both, like money for urban and the different stuff for if I was out in like the forest or something. So this is good. So you can have, this is designed to be able to fit in your pocket. So you can have this in your pocket. So just in case you lose your pack or something happens to it, you have stuff to survive that's in here, that's in your pocket. You don't have to rely completely on your backpack. So yeah, there's other little things you can add here, but you got to keep in mind that you can't fit every single thing because it is limited space. One other thing you can do, which I probably will do, is you can put tape around the edge to make it completely waterproof. I'm going to put some electrical tape around the edge, but I didn't for now in case, I don't know how to do a few takes for the video. But yeah, I'm going to put some electrical tape around the edge so that it's completely waterproof. So yeah guys, that tin that I just showed you, you can give this to a friend, family member, whoever you want to, for Christmas or just a present, and people will appreciate it a lot more when you make it yourself and you put individual different things that you chose out into it. They'll appreciate it a lot more. And not only will this be just like a nice gift, it could save their life, or they have to survive or something, or they just like have this in their backpack or their purse or whatever, and it probably will come in handy at sometime, and then they're gonna after that thank you a lot for giving them that present. And it's just a cool present to give someone. It's like a survival kit in a can, in a tin. That's pretty cool. You don't have to give someone a big bag to survive. It can be in a little tin like that. Pretty cool. So yeah guys, until next time, if you found anything helpful or you think that's a cool idea, please leave me with a like. And if you have any suggestions about other stuff you could put in these tins, or what you would put, or what stuff I put that you might not need or stuff, please leave a comment. And until next time, subscribe!